Paul Matthew here again. This might even be my shortest video. I just want to educate the world again because we have the most ignorant people I have ever seen out there. So let's start with this. There are only three, count them, one, two, three types of people, or races of people. Mongoloid, Negroid, and Caucasian. So I'm Caucasian and Native American, which puts that in with Chinese. So, this idea that, you get a piece of paper, it says white, black, Latino. Oh, they forgot brown. But anyway, it's a joke. You want to know why? Because most Latinos are so stupid that they don't know that they are white people. That's okay. A lot of people don't think Jews are white. It's incredible, the ignorance in the world. Why do people look different? Because God changed their DNA so they could be born different, because people tried to build a tower to the Tower of Babel to the heavens, and which is ridiculous. I think they got 3.5 miles with it, which is incredible. I don't even know how they did that. You'd have to make a really wide base to do that. But anyway, God decided to punish people. So he took Pangea, he separated the continents, he changed the languages, and he changed the looks of people through their DNA. So when black people say, black skin never did us any good, well, guess what? It's not supposed to. It's supposed to be a curse. Adam and Eve were not black. The Jews were not black. The Egyptians were not black. There's just all these weird things. If you take a black person, you look at the bottom of their feet, you look at the bottom of their hands, they're white. So what does that tell you? They were once white. So anyway, I'm so sick of people always saying that. It's like nowadays nobody wants to be white. Everybody wants to be mix this, mix that, race this, race that. I'm so sick of hearing about it. Life has so many problems. There's so many problems and vexing. It's just so, how do I explain it? Life is so hard that you do not need to care about what color somebody else is, what color their race is. It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I could go on and on about the bad things about all races. But I'm just saying the majority of, everybody except for fallen angels, probably, they fit into categories. So everybody, people from India, they fit into the category of Caucasian, which is really weird because their skin is dark. So they don't have the Negroid DNA, from what I understand. Well, their hair is straight, so that's going to tell you something's different. But anyway, you will find, if you're a mixed race, you obviously won't fit in one category. But there's a whole bunch of people around the world that would fit into the Caucasian catalog. There's a whole bunch of Orientals. They fit into the Asian DNA. Whether you're Chinese, Japanese, Korean, that all stems from that race. But this thing about Black Jesus, it's foolishness. I mean, why would you think that a Jew from 2,000 years ago would be black? There's black people that have this bizarre adoption that they are the original Jews. The original Jews are black. See, that's ridiculous, because nobody ever said Jesus had brown skin or black skin or whatever you want to call it. I hate calling it black because most people are not black, they're brown. I have seen some dark black people that are almost black, but it's just the average person has brown skin, like chocolate. Yeah, that's what I like to say. It looks like you could, take a pretty girl that's black and my girlfriend's black. It looks like I could lick her skin and it would be chocolate. That's not being a racist, you know what I mean? Because you can look at me and she can lick my skin, and guess what? I look like I have white chocolate on me. No, I don't consider myself a racist because I love all people, but I do not love the evil in people. There is nobody I know that likes an evil person what they're doing. Why would you like Hitler? Why would you like Jeffrey Dahmer? Why would you like Ted Bundy? I mean, it's just. But anyway, I just wanted to get on the subject that Native Americans, I'm sick of calling them Indians because I'm part Native American. I'm not an Indian. Oh, yes, you are. People keep saying, well, okay, then I'm from India then. I do not speak like this. I am not an Indian, I assure you. And I love Indian people. I've met loads and loads of people from India that were absolutely wonderful. India is better than a lot of countries, and I'll tell you why, because they're not as violent. It's really true. If I was going to judge the world, I look down on races that are violent. People say, oh, well, what race is violent? It's like, you really want me to go there? I found a lot of violent Muslims, and I have found a lot of violent black people. Now, let me tell you why I'm saying this about black people. Because if you look at the history of black people and what they come from, I used to watch documentaries when I was a little boy and a young man. And I would watch these evil, I don't care what anyone says, it just happens to be that they're black. I don't say a person is evil because they're black. So, you have witch doctors that have done the most evil things. Yes, they're black. And what they do, they've eaten babies over there. I did some research on that. I can barely even say it. Pygmies did. They killed a brontosaurus and ate it in the Congo, those idiots. Yeah, it was worth like $10 million, and they killed it, ate it, and they died from what I heard. So I guess they got theirs. No, that's mean to say. I'm sorry, Lord. Basically, when I saw that they were cutting off people's heads in the late 1800s, early 1900s, and I saw this video. It was about 1920, 25. They took white people's heads, cut them off, put them on sticks, threw the heads in with the sharks because they worship sharks. I actually saw the video, black and white, one of the earliest. Well, we had, like 1860s, 1880s or something is, I think, when they first came out with motion picture. I'm not an expert on that, but I do know a lot about the Old West. But anyway, regardless of that, I was watching this witch doctor drinking a baby's puke, and I'm like, where else could you find that? Oh, they're not the only ones that kill babies. In Afghanistan, I know that they had something in some of these, what I call evil third world countries, where they're throwing babies in the air. They used to throw Jewish babies in the air and let them come down on their spears and swords and whatever they had. Swords, I guess. And this is Muslims. Muslims do this. Why don't I like Muslims very much? Because they're taking over the world. They're cutting people's heads off. They're killing Christians. They're killing Jews. So you tell me what I should like about Muslims. I'm not saying they're all like that, but I'm sure. I know for a fact a lot of them are like that. I watch the news too. But anyway, I just wanted to say that I'm trying to think. The people that I'm not sure, Aborigines from Australia, I do think that I thought they fit into the category of Negroid, because you have Negroid, Mongoloid, and Caucasian. White people come from the Caucasoid Mountains, which is near Israel. So the odds of those Israelites 2,000 years ago and 5,000 years ago, it's a joke. This thing about they were black. They proved through DNA and through the mummies that were found in northern Africa, Egypt, that they absolutely were not Negroid. You can see the color of their skin on the mummy. You can do the DNA. They're not black people. Not my fault. They do depict people in some of the movies, Egyptians, as light-skinned black. Well, here's the thing. There's so many people that are different colors. I've met a lot of people that are half black, half white, and all these other mixed. It's all mixed races. God did not want the races to mix. So I'm not sure you should even marry a black person if you're white and vice versa, because God made it a punishment. He did not want the people to come together again, and now they come together. Why? Well, over the years, because we have boats now. We have airplanes, things they didn't have. God did not want them to come together again. When you make somebody speak a different language and look different from you, you're automatically suspicious. The curse does work. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. After I see a bunch of black people, that are horrible and Muslims that are horrible and they're killing people and shooting them, and all I need to say is this. Any black people that say the black race is really good, great, and wonderful, you watch this show called The First 48. It has some of the most sickest, perverted murders in big cities, and yes, the majority of people are black. Is there a problem with black people? I think it's not the color of their skin. It's what's in their mind. Yeah, I absolutely believe that. A lot of black people are brought up to think of the white man as no good. They don't get arrested when they call you a cracker, but you call him the N-word and you're going to get arrested. They use the N-word so much. Look at the Hodge twins. I don't like either one of them. The Hog twins, I call them. I don't like them very much, or their behavior I don't like. Well, they're always saying the N-word about everybody out there that's black. I think they're disgusting, and I'm going to do a post on that. Now, my girlfriend's black, so you think I hate black people? She's going to be my wife. The thing is, this whole thing comes of Satan. The hatred in the world for people of different colors. That's where it's coming from. And God gave up homosexuals to depravity, so their minds are blown away. And for anybody that wants to say, you hate LGBTQ, you better believe I do, because they're promoting evil. Not too long ago, I've spoken to some homosexual men. My stepbrother is. And I can tell you right now, he told me that he wanted to have sex with a young boy. I know for a fact he did, because I was that young boy. Yeah, 6 years old, blonde hair, blue eyes, and he wanted to nail me right in the rear. He wanted to rape me. Took his pants down. I went home and told my mom and dad. That was back in the early 80s. Really, really, really sick stuff. Or 70s, was it? 70s, I think. Yeah, I was born in 69. But anyway, yes, I have a lot of problems with LGBTQ because they're pushing their agenda on everybody. I don't go for that. I don't go for Muslims pushing their agenda on everybody. They're absolutely some of the most evil people that I have ever encountered are racists, and I don't want anything to do with that. Paul Matthew out. Talk to you guys later. Any questions? DAZ1950 at gmail.com. Thank you.